Okay, let's get started. Hey horror freaks, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. If this is the first time here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get a notification every single time that I post a video, and I post every single week. As you can see from the title, today's video is going to be my full review with spoilers of FireStarter. This is the latest Blumhouse horror production, the remake of FireStarter of 1984, and it's based on the novel of Stephen King of the same name. Now, first of all, happy Friday the 13th. Today is a special day, it's a holiday for all of us. Now, as always, all my reviews are with spoilers. If you don't want them just to see if this was worth it or not, the description box down below, there you're going to find my spoiler-free review, because I like to give you guys the two options. So giving the little token disclaimer, let's get into the video. Now, Firestarter follows the story of a girl with extraordinary pyrokinetic powers that fights to protect her family and herself from sinister forces that seek to capture and control her. Now, the film is protagonized by Zac Efron and Ryan Kiera Armstrong, who we have seen before in horror in American Horror Story Season 10 double feature on the first part. Essentially, her character was one of the best parts, since that season wasn't the best. It started pretty good, but it wasn't. On that series, we saw her potential as an actress and how she can do a really good job. Here wasn't the case. Now, the film essentially has, of course, the same background story as the novel and the original, but has some major changes when it comes to the storytelling and also on the characters and the outcome of the story. Now, the film doesn't start with Andy and Charlie running away. In fact, they are all together in the house with Vicky, that is Charlie's mother. On the initial credits that we see some interviews of them when they were doing the experiments in college, so they don't really go that deep on what happened there. They go briefly on the main credits. So Charlie is having some troubles in school, people is bullying her, and she doesn't know how to control her powers. Of course, something that we know, but for different reasons. Here, she's way older than on the original film, and of course, the original film, she was portrayed by Drew Barrymore. Now, like I said, essentially it's the same thing, but this one was a really disappointed film. I don't think that is the actor's fault. I think that the characters weren't well written, and definitely the script didn't help them at all in order to go deep into the characters. We don't really see a strong connection or any type of bond between Zac Efron and Ryan as Andy and Charlie. His father-daughter connection is almost non-existent. And also, the major change here was Rainbird. Now, Rainbird, it's the man that has to find Charlie and bring it to the shop that is a government agency that is behind her because of her powers and how dangerous she can be. But they want her for experimentation. The original resource, and on the original film, he basically it's tricking her into trusting in him so that she can show him his powers and him being a good guy. On this case, he's a veteran once again, he's someone with experience when it comes to this, but he's not a bad guy. And also here, he's shown as he was part of the shop experiment, so he has some type of powers and abilities too. So he shows some kind of empathy to Charlie in an essence, so he's not the bad guy here. There's not really a villain here, if we want to call it, maybe the government. That will be the main villain, but there's not really much. And the most disappointing part is the fact that with so many advances when it comes to special effects, they're almost non-existent. The story in the movie never really gets to a climax. It goes like this, it's too flat. It doesn't go like up and down with emotions or with them running away. That is really short. The movie is 1 hour and 30 something minutes, when the original is almost 2 hours. 20 minutes can do really make the difference when it comes to telling a story more, and even more when it's a book, and when it's a Stephen King's book, that he always has something when it comes to the characters development and the storytelling. They failed in a lot of things here, and it's a really disappointed film in general. And the outcome of the film, instead of Charlie just running away and killing everybody, she just sets the place on fire. It's the shop building, it's not the farm like she was supposed to, and she forgives Rainbird's life in a sense, and he goes with her and they leave and they get to a beach and they leave, and that's basically the end. and that's it. Like I said, the film doesn't go that deep on the characters. It's too flat. It doesn't have like for the potential of the actors, especially for Ryan, the amount of special effects. What the hell happened? The only good thing here, it's the soundtrack that it's by John Carpenter. That's the only good thing here. So this film will be a disappointment for fans of the film and maybe the novel. If I prefer the original over this one, probably yes, just because they go way deeper and the storytelling is a little bit better. I will give this film a 2 out of 5 and a 5 out of 10. The movie is not the worst one out there, but definitely it's not a good one, and I was expecting way better. And even more from Blumhouse. I was expecting way better, having a good cast and many resources to do a really good film and adaptation. Well, I think that that's all. This is a pretty short review, but the reality is that I don't really feel that much has to be said, so that's basically it. I am disappointed I had to wake up really early for this. Disappointed, really. But well, this is all. Thank you so much for watching. My next review is going to be of The Sadness. That is a Shudder original film that just came out yesterday. That one probably is going to be way longer since I have way too many thoughts about that film. If you haven't watched it already, just a warning, it's not a film for everyone. So be sure to read first the plot and what it has before watching it, just in case, since going blind into the film could be the worst thing that you could do. I didn't, and I am grateful for it, but still I have way too many thoughts about the film, so that video will be coming probably on Tuesday, and it's going to be way longer than this one since there's a lot to say. This one, not so much. If you want to watch this one, you can go for it, but this wouldn't be a recommendation of mine. Like, if you're a fan or you have nothing else to watch, go and watch it. Until now, it's one of the huge disappointments of the year, and it's sad because, like I said, I was expecting way more of this. And well, I think that this is all. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think on the comments down below, and I'm going to see you guys on my next video. Bye.